travelling backstage with me here in the Barclaycard Unwind area. I have got Chvrches, Lauren, Ian and Martin. Welcome.
Hi,
So this is all about live music and celebrating all of the live acts and live performances that we have in the UK, all the best of the best, hence why we're talking to you. You've been travelling and performing all over the shop recently. You've just got back from Tokyo. How does it differ, home and abroad? Like, does it make a big difference?
Yeah, it really does. I think there's something about being that far from home which changes the kind of mindset a little bit. But it's that kind of thing is fun. The jet lag is not fun.
No.
That's like the opposite.
Is that the glassy stare under
yeah,
texture?
Right. Through some pretty horrendous jet lag. Yeah. Last night I think we kind of hit a low point just before we went on stage, and then got that adrenaline rush and had a really good show. But it's going to be fine tonight. And
then a night awake, sleepless. How do you feel like your performance has kind of progressed and changed, like as your time as Chvrches?
Well, it's been a pretty kind of, it feels like a long journey. Like so far, even though it's only been a year and a half, we've been playing shows. But I mean, with every venue and watching crowds get bigger and watching people now respond to the album, it kind of energises us and encourages us to develop that sort of thing. So I think we're a lot better than we were when we started.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Is live the best place to test those things? I mean, is that the place where you decide if stuff works and what order stuff should go in, and you get that actual reaction right there and then?
I guess for us, we kind of did this in the back to front way than what we normally have done in bands. So we had written, I would say, 3/4 of the record before we really started playing live. So I think we kind of knew what the band was going to be sound-wise before we started doing that. But I think that was helpful just to we just kind of had to build the live show after that and figure out the technology of playing it live and what we wanted the performance to be. And it was always important to us that it actually be a live show, because I think with a lot of electronic bands there's the tendency to, or temptation to kind of take a laptop on, press play, and then that's about it. But we come from a live music background, so it was important to us that we be playing as much as physically possible and make it an actual gig rather than like a glorified playback party.
Chvrches, thank you so much for talking to me. After the break, we'll be joined by our next artist. But before she comes up here to have a little chat, let's see what she's got to say for herself downstairs on stage.